Erica's Best, where I will find the best of the best and more. Today, I'll be teaching you how to shape some decorative breads. Once you've made your wonderful yeast bread loaf, I want to give you some ways that you could decorate, that you can roll that yeast bread dough into different shapes to make more decorative rolls. So this first one is, I'm just gonna put a little bit of butter, and literally you can put anything in the middle of this. You can put Nutella, you could shave some chocolate, you can put cheese, you can put sugar, you can put whatever you want. It depends on what type of yeast bread you're making. This right here is just for a sweet yeast dinner roll, and so I am turning that into some different shapes. I've added cinnamon and sugar inside some. I've added sugar inside. This one is just going to be butter though. So what you're going to do is you're going to roll this out into kind of a rectangular, circular kind of shape, and you're going to roll it up. Just going to roll it up. And then when you get to the end, you're going to crimp this edge to seal it. You want that edge to be closed. You're just going to roll it a little bit. Then you're going to put that long ways. You're going to take a knife, or I have a bench scraper, and you're just going to cut right down the center of that log. Right down the center, all the way through. You want to leave this end connected, but the whole thing, you're going to have two pieces. And then you're just going to go and make like a twist. And you're going to twist it all the way to the end, and then this side you're going to twist and bring to the middle and pick it up and put it on your prepared baking sheet. So let's try that again. You're going to take a piece of dough, put a little flour down. I'm just making this cup for my hand and putting it over and rolling it in a circle. You want your hand to go all the way over the dough and create kind of a tight fit. And then when you come up, you have a circular shape. And then you're just going to put a little flour on top of that. Flour. Out. And you want to get you something that you can work with, something small, so you can do each individual bread quickly and easily, instead of having to have a big, massive size rolling pin. You want something small so you can roll out one individual one at a time. Again, I'm just going to put butter on this. These are just going to be a butter roll. Sausage, crimp the edge, turn it over, give it a little roll, and then remember, we're gonna look at where the middle is and cut it right down the middle. Right down the middle. This is something, you know, so you're not just making your regular, you know, roundish, regular type dinner rolls. This is still going to be the same dinner roll, only a little fancy. And people will be like, ooh, you did that? Ooh, that's nice. That looks very nice. How did you do it? And you'll be feeling all proud that you done did something. Yeah, you did that. You did that. So I'm going to take another piece of dough. And this one I'm going to shape into a flower. So Again, I'm going to roll the dough like I did previously. This time, I'm going to divide this into 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces with one bigger piece. So one bigger piece, and that's going to be our center. Oh, that's a little bit too big. Let me make that a little bit less. Make that into a little ball, and then I'm going to shape these into my little petals. 1. Same size. So adjust the size. 2. And notice how I'm just gathering it all together and then looking for the size that I want and pinching it off. So you're going to do this until you have the flower shape you desire. And so now all my flowers is shaped. So I'm just going to pick them all up and put them down on my prepared sheet. So I'm going to do that again just to show you. Take your dough, make your center first, and you're just, this dough is a little sticky. It's okay. You just put a little flour on it and then just roll it onto itself. Keep turning it in and then pinching off the end. And now you have your center ball. Okay? Then you're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces, and this is going to make the 5 petals of your flower. That's 1. So we have our 5 little balls together. So I'm just going to pick it up and put it down. Now, there are other types of flowers you can make as well, like roses. So I'm going to show you how to make roses. They're very easy to make if you know what you're doing. And I'm about to show you. And with these roses, you can put anything on the inside of these roses. I'm going to show you how you can roll the dough out, and then you're going to cut some circles. You need 5 circles to make this particular. So that's 1, 2, the reason why I don't like the kids coming outside. So now I'm going to lay these on top of one another, brushing them with a little butter because these are just going to be plain dough bread. It's not going to be nothing, no different flavors. So I'm just going to put this on top of one another, just like that. what we're going to do now is we're going to roll it. We're just going to roll them all up. And one end, you just keep picking it up until you have something that looks like that. Okay? Then you're going to cut it right in half. And then you see what you have? You have 2 little roses. See that? One rose there and another rose here. So I'm going to do that again. So I will put a link to this bread dough recipe, or not a link, I'll put the directions in the description box below the video so that you will have the recipe, and I'll put enough to make 12 dinner rolls, and then if you want to make more than 12 you can double it. This actual recipe that I had came from a little Asian lady, I think her name is Manchia, and she made it just for 6 dinner rolls, but I made this into a big batch. I 5 times the recipe so that I could have more dough to be able to practice different shapes. So I have 4 made, and now I'm gonna do one more. One more. Okay. Now, again, I think I'll make these cinnamon. So I'll just put a little bit of cinnamon. This is just brown sugar, cinnamon, and butter. So I'm just gonna put that on each layer. Like I said, you can easily sprinkle cheese in here. You can easily put chicken in here. You can put whatever you want. Whatever you want it to be. You could put spinach. You could put, you can chop up broccoli and spread broccoli in here. You can make whatever you want to with this dough. With most doughs, I'll say. You can put whatever you want on the inside. If you have a favorite strawberry jam, you can put that in the inside. The sky is the limit, really. Okay, now we have all of our layers. All of our layers are now with the cinnamon, sugar, and butter. And now, again, I'm gonna roll it up, just like I did last time. Picking every one up. When I get to a new layer, I pick that one up, and you want it tight because it is a roll, however. And then once you have it together, then you're just going to cut it at the bottom, turn it over, and there are your little roses. So I have enough dough for one more type, and I'm gonna do one more type. So on this one, you're just gonna make little tiny cuts. Just gonna cut. And it will give definitely a different texture to the bread. Now these scissors right here are my kitchen scissors. I only use them for cooking. I only use them in the kitchen. I don't cut paper with this. I only use this in the kitchen for food products. So once you have it all cut, the way you like it or the way you see fit. You can cut it even on the sides. And then that one's done. So I showed you what I call the porcupine, the rose, the 5-petal flower, my cinnamon twist, my butter twist, and you know, hopefully you'll be able to try these 4 different techniques on how to serve a more decorative bread at your next dinner party, work function, or whatever. So I'm gonna bake these. I'm gonna put a egg wash on the top, which is a beaten egg with a little bit of milk or a little bit of water. I'm gonna brush that on the top, let this rise, and then put it in the oven. So I'll see you at the end. Okay, welcome back. Our bread has finished baking and it looks delicious. One note I want you to know that any of these breads you can add color to. So if you wanted your roses to be pink, you could add some pink food coloring to the dough and roll it out just exactly the same as you did everything else the same. You can make these flowers green, whatever color you can make. You can put color in dough. So just remember that. Also, I ran out of parchment paper, so I used some wax paper. And just note, if you do use wax paper, that is wax paper for a reason. It has wax on it. I mean, you're gonna get a minimal amount of wax on the food. It's definitely not so much to be concerned about, but like here it stuck a little bit, so I had a little bit of paper that stuck to it, but it came off pretty good. But this is what our rose looks like. This is one of the twists with just butter, the butter twist. This is what that looks like. This is the flower. This is our flower. And this is the little prickly one that was kind of like a little hedgehog. I don't know if you can see the texture. If you want a more textured look, you can cut a little deeper than I did. And then this is the cinnamon twist. This is the cinnamon twist. So all of these are very simple. Be creative. Look online. There are many different decorative ways to decorate your bread and make it look amazing for your next dinner party or just your next dinner with your family. I made this one. This is another one that I made. I didn't show you how to make this, but this is one that I made with this dough because I made quite a bit of dough. And this is another one. On the inside is Nutella. And so I made another one with cinnamon, but it was exposed a little bit differently. It's not like this twist one. This one is a little different. So be creative, go wild. Like I said, I will put the recipe for this particular bread dough in the description area. So try it. Give me a comment give me a thumbs up if you like it. Leave me some comments. I really appreciate you watching today. So let's get baking. See you next time. Please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. Bye for now.